Hello and welcome back to our Journeyman Career Mode. We are into stage 3. We are with Santos Laguna here in the Mexican League. Now, I've done a little bit of research and found out what the whole deal is here with the Mexican League. It's basically broken up into 2 different seasons. You've got the Bancuma in the Clausura or whatever it is, and then you've also got the Apertura. So you've basically got 2 chances to win a title. Now, what I think we need to do here is win both of them. They don't have to be in the same season, but I want to win both of them before we move on to Group 4. So we've got a lot of work to do here. It's an aging side, and yeah, we obviously need to bring our Scout Future Star across to us. So let's have a look at our objectives. We're obviously here in January, so we need to make some decisions on what we're going to do here. My first port of call, though, is to try and get our Scout Future Star across here from Korea into this team, and then the remainder of the money I will spend on scouts and we'll send out then. So the transfer window is open. I'm going to try and sell off some players here nice and early, try and generate a bit of extra cash. We're going to probably need 25-30 million to bring the players across, and then we can look at getting some decent scouts here and start building for the future. Now, the other thing I do need to cover in this video, if you guys at home are playing this Journeyman style career mode, can you please in the comment section down below let me know where you were when you got your first international job and what country it was. Now, I've got a feeling that there's a little bit of a glitch or error going on in some of these career modes. I've been talking to some of the dev team about this issue, and I need to provide them with some feedback. Unfortunately, I can't give them any feedback other than I haven't been offered an international job and we're at our 3rd club. So if you could please let me know in the comment section where you got your first job, what season you were in, and what club you were with. I'll correlate all that information, feed it to the dev team, and see if we can work out what the issue is and why these international jobs haven't been coming through while we've been with the lower clubs. But yeah, we really appreciate anyone that puts a comment down below for me. But let's jump on and in to this episode. Right, so finance-wise at the moment, we've got about 15 million. It's not going to be enough to get our man across. So at this stage, I need to sell off a few players, generate some money here, not put us into too much of a position where we fall down the table because we've sold off all of our good players. But we're going to need time to turn it around, and hopefully the board allows us to do that. But let's jump into it and see if we can generate some funds first and foremost. Right, we get an offer in here from Club America for Kamar Lawrence, 29 years of age. 77 rated, so I think he's the only left back here at the club at the moment. 29 is going to start dropping in rating anyway, so possibly a good time to cash in. I will send a delegation and see what kind of money we can get here for Lawrence. Right, just taking a look at January, and the games are already kicking off. I want to try and get through this transfer window, but we will take a look at how this team does play out if we can get Russo over. I'm not going to pick a game as yet. We'll see what kind of transfer we can play. I don't really like playing with the real players, to be fair. I'd rather flip this team over and really start playing properly. But, you know, we'll make do with what we can do so early on here at Laguna Santos. Santos Laguna. I'm already forgetting the team. Well, a lot of these players are out of contract and they've been approached and accepted offers, and yeah, whatever. It doesn't really bother me in the slightest. The real one we need to concentrate on here is Lawrence. The offer's come in for 10.8, and I am going to accept this offer. We need to generate money right now. Right, Cardiff City in for Diego de Buen. They've put a decent offer in. He's 30 years of age. I will send a delegation, try and get a few extra pennies. Right, our first game in charge of Santos Laguna. We've got Monterrey, and we go down swinging 2-1. Right, so Kamara Lawrence has been sold for 10.8 million. We get 8 million to the board, and Oseo, well, 140 grand. Well done. Right, I've managed to get a deal done here for Russo with the amount of cash that we had. 15 million plus Garcia. He was valued at about 9 million. And a sell-on clause of 15%. So let's see if we can negotiate a deal and get Russo over, and we can really start getting our campaign underway here at Santos Laguna. Right, we get the job done. Russo joins us here once again at Club Santos Laguna, and we can build our team around him. I mean, most of the other lads are up and about, so now we can go and try and get some youth scouts and start looking for fresh talent to bring into this team with the leftover money available. Right, our second game is away from home. I'm just trying to generate a little bit more cash so we can get some decent scouts in here, and let's see how we go. No, it's a 2-0 loss, and Bruno has been injured. We've got a lot of work to do here. Right, Cardiff are coming with 4.1. I'm going to accept this offer for the central defensive midfielder. And Bruma has done his MCL. He's gone for 3 months. Right, transfer offer for Javier Cortez, 870. He's 32. We need to get him off the books. I'm just going to accept this offer. And De Buen has been sold $3 million into our budget. Right, so I've managed to pick up a few scouts here. I've spent a lot of our money here, but this is our key focus. We've got a 5-star, which will sit here in Mexico. Our second is a 4-star while we wait for our international job. And obviously our third scout is up to you guys in the comments. So we're going to head off to Mexico for any player. Try and turn this team over nice and quickly. And now we go to the comment section. So if you want to leave me some new countries in the comment section, please do put thumbs up on the ones that you would like to see us go and scout. Probably take into consideration, you know, low minnow teams that we might get an international job offer from. But it's really up to you guys. The comment section, though, we go and we get Swaggy Haji, who wants me to go to Canada for some stocky players. So physically strong in Canada. And the next one is from Danny Smith, who wants us to scout Scotland for physically strong. All right. Right, game 3 of the season, we take on Veracruz, and the form is down, but we come through with a 3-0 victory. That's better, boys. Right, we probably need to bring in some free agents just to fill up the squad while we're waiting for Youth Academy players. So let's have a look around here. These are the free agents we've got to play with. We've got Casado, who's already 22 years of age. He looks okay, but, you know, not the hottest of prospects. What else have we got here? Segura, high, low. Oh, he's got some pace about him. Okay, he might be handy. 61 rated. Compagnucci, Argentinian, 5'7" CDM. Yeah, he's okay. Pavlenka from the Czech Republic. He could be handy. Barty, 6'4". Yes, that's a decent option. And Ainley, 5-star, weak foot, 6 foot. All right, let's get some of these lads in if they're willing to come and play in Mexico. Right, so we've made 4 signings here from the free agency list. We've got Ainley, the Englishman. He'll come in here in the 2s and play right back. We've got Barty, 63 overall, 6'4". He'll hopefully be able to grow and do something. Pavlenka, 63 overall. So, I mean, the 2s aren't that deep. And obviously, Reyes Segura, we've just signed as well, pretty much for that little bit of pace that he could possibly offer us. So there we go. Some players in. I've just seen there's a few games that are only a few days apart, so we needed that little bit of extra depth. I mean, it's not the greatest of depth, but hopefully it can help us keep the first team a bit fresher and get us some points while we're trying to bring in Youth Academy players. But that's probably our business. We don't have a lot of cash left. We need to save a lot for youth scouting, so let's simulate on. Right, we may as well make some sales here of young lads that were already here. I want a complete overhaul, another fire sale here for Ricky Ricardo Gallo, so we'll go ahead and send a delegation there. A few of the lads are out on contract and deciding just to go and sign for other clubs. That's fine, most of them are quite old. Next game of the season is against Pachuca. I'm not too sure. We've got a goal, it's a penalty from Baston. We get a 2-2 draw away from home with the first 11. Right, home here to Leon, and the reserves will go out here. They'll probably get punished. They do, 2-0. Right, Moriarty, 660 to MK Dons, will accept. Right, so that's January. We didn't play any games there. Just wanted to get that transfer window done. We've got our youth scouts out. I think they come back on the 21st. So we've got some games here. Let's get all the way through, get that first set of youth reports back, and we'll take on Monarcas at the end of the month. Right, an away game here. Can we get a victory on the road? We can. It's a 3-1 victory, but a big injury to our goalkeeper. That is not good news because, that could be nasty, actually. Right, just a concussion for the goalkeeper. He's out for 10 days. Right, the reserve team here against Querétaro, and we get a victory, 1-0 at home. Away from home here with the first 11, and it's a 3-1 victory, starting to find some touch. And the first team rolls out here again against Puebla for a 4-1 victory, making a statement now. Right, we've got our scout reports back. The first one's from Mexico. Only one lad I want to bring into the academy, and that is Ramon Barrios, 72 to 94. Looks like a right back. Ooh. Right, we are in Canada. The pick of the crop is Donald Rogerson, but he's got a very low overall, so I'm going to leave him for now. Right, and we are here in Scotland. Kirk Anderson, 52 to 70, 73 to 94, 6'7". We'll be bringing him into the academy. And Lewis Reed, we're going to monitor at 67 to 91. But Kirk Anderson, welcome to the academy. Right, so Ramon Barrios, a very low overall, but 72 to 94 potential at this stage. Physically strong right back. Kirk Anderson, though, is a central defensive midfielder at 6'7", 57 overall, 73 to 94 potential, and we are going to bring him in to the first team. Our first youth signing. Right, Anderson, 6'7", a true central defensive midfielder, medium, 3-star, average all over the board. But he's got good aggression, strength, sprint speed and stamina and jumping are all good at this stage. So, you know, he could be a real powerhouse in our midfield with a little bit of training, and we'll see his potential when he does hit 60 overall. Right, time to get into our first game of this episode. We're going to take on Monarcas Morelia away from home, and hopefully we can get a victory. The team is in some pretty good form now, and Russo is in this team, but other than that, it's pretty much players that are just sitting here as we progress and build that youth team. But let's just see what these players are about. Some of them will be moving on at the end of the season, but we need to turn this team around quickly and push them up the table. So let's get into this game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Some Mexican football. I've never played in the Mexican League, so this is my first opportunity to play in this competition. And, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how we go here. Hopefully we can come through with a win. Russo on the ball, and, well, Baston is the leading goal scorer in the league at the moment, so let's hope that he can find some more goals today. Here is Russo. We'll have to sort his number out, but he gets a ball through here to Rivas. Rivas tries to come back inside, lays one off, and that one is picked off. And just getting used to the colour saturation here in the Mexican League. It's a little bit different to what we're used to. Tackle from Russo. Play one through. Valdez drives forward. Still comes Valdez, takes the strike, but an easy save. And, well, still looking to get the game plan of Ricardo Gallo underway here. Just to settle into the season. It's a new manager, some new players around the club. And there's Borja. Oh, good save. Rivas. Borja finds the opening, and there's a goal. Finally, Santos Laguna on the board as the top goal scorer in the league. Well, that is a lovely finish. Where did he start his career? I know I've seen his name before. Now he is playing here in the Mexican League, and he's got a lovely goal there. 36 minutes it's taken us, but finally we break down this defensive line and get ourselves a goal. Ricardo Gallo will be happy with that. 1-0. That's a good ball forward. Lozano. What's his pace like? Looks all right. We'll look back inside. We'll play this one on. Oh, that is brilliant! That is a brilliant goal. 2-0. Starting to run right here. Moya gets another one. He's got two here in the first half. Santos Laguna running right here on the road. Lozano, definitely one lad to keep an eye on here. That was a lovely ball inside. Moya gets in there, beats the keeper, all ends up. It's 2-0. Well, there is the halftime whistle. It's a 2-0 lead to Santos Laguna. Oh, great save from Paul Crabb. The Czech goalkeeper getting big. I like the look of this lad. He seems to have a little bit of sprightliness about him. And that is a cracking save. Corner now. We need to defend. They're starting to get a little bit of momentum. Oh, cracking goal, Ramirez. Absolutely laced it. No chance for anyone. That makes it 2-1, and things get a little bit more interesting here. That was a cracking strike on the volley. I'll wait for the replay on that one, because a beautiful goal deserves to be looked at, cleared away, one touch, bang. Good goal, it's 2-1. As well, Russo plays it on, and here's the strike, good save. Lozano with the strike in the corner for Santos Laguna. All right, let's make a couple of changes here. Casuro and Kirk Anderson will get his debut here. The big Scotsman, 6'7", 57 rated. And he's going to check in here and maybe utilise some height if he's floating about. Zano is the man to deliver. Driven inside, out the back door. Vasquez gets the touch. Casuro. There is big Kirk Anderson. Oh, he's a lumbering loaf. Oh, look out. Good defense. Just got to hold on here, boys. Oh, good save, Paul Crabbe. Cracking save. It's another corner. Look at the size of Anderson in the box here. There's a man mounted. That's what we need in this team. Anderson fires one forward. Here's Lozano. Can't beat the keeper, but that should just about be it here. And there it is. 3 points on the road. Well, 11 shots to 8. It wasn't fluent football, but you'd assume Basson there, 9.3 man of the match. Rivers gets a 9. And not a bad performance with our first game in control of Santos Laguna. Right, taking a look here at our youth academy, it's just Ramon Barrios, and his potential has dropped 69 to 89. I'll leave him there for now, but he might not even make the cut. Right, 3 games here in March. We've got Tijuana, America, and Cruz Azul. We'll play Cruz Azul. Let's get simulating. Right, a home game here against Tijuana, and it's a 1-1 draw. Right, big test here for Santos Laguna, and immediately we're down at 1-0 to America. And that's where it finishes. A goal in the first minute, and they take the 3 points. Right, let's get into the second game of this episode. It could be the final one. I'll have to wait and see how we're going for time. Obviously, a lot of transfer window and all that kind of stuff. But we are at home. This will be our first home game. We're taking on Cruz Azul, and hopefully we can get a victory. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Another big game. I think we're sitting at about 6th or 7th on the table, even though we've picked up a few wins of late. Cruz Azul, I'm pretty sure, are above us on the table, so it would be nice to scrape some points here. Maybe the table will pop up for you. We will obviously check it at the end of the episode, but you probably have no idea how we are actually traveling. And let me know in the comments if you'd like to see the table more often as we do simulate through. Here we go. We sit in 7th position, 20 points. Monterrey are on top with 29. We just lost to America, so yeah, we're up and about, but need to pull some more wins together. So let's get into this game. Rivas plays one through. Here's Russo. Still looking to get inside, but a good defensive play. In the corner now for Santos Laguna. Find something here. Lozano drives in and high. Here's the header, well off target. Russo on the stretch. Somehow comes through. He'll lay it off. There's Boyer. Bang! There's the goal. Set up by Russo. And we take the lead after 25 minutes of counter-attack football. It's Ricardo Gallo football. Russo with the assist. And Boyer Basson gets another goal for the season. 1-0 here. And perfect football. Class finish. Gets in. Good from Russo. Got back defensively, but Palacios has picked it off. And they come again. This is all push on forward. I can't get across with the defender. Oh my days. Blocked out of his run. Good work from the Cruz Azul forwards there to hold our defenders out of the way. And they get an easy strike to equalise here in the 37th minute. You can just see here, just the block from the attacker was enough to give him enough space to shoot. And makes it 1-1. Plays on through now. Rivas. Can't beat the keeper with that strike. Well, there is half time. It's deadlocked at 1-1. Oh no! We let them through. Cruz Azul will take the lead just after half time. He went low, very low. And unfortunately, I don't think Paul Crabbe took a deflection. Yeah, no chance for Paul Crabbe. Look at this, just take a deflection straight off the goal, centre back's calf muscle. Oh, almost got there, Paul Crabbe, but you can't fake that one. 2-1. Oh, come on! Fucking goalkeeper animation glitch is pissing me off in FIFA 19. There's just something about that keeper coming out. It does this whole... And that makes it 3-1. We are completely on the back foot. Alright, let's make some changes there, making one. We'll make 3 changes here. We'll get the big Scotsman on into the midfield. And let's have a crack at Alvaro Reyes Segura. We'll put him up front for Baston. Maybe a little bit of pace up front can help us out here. Touch. Zano. Rivas. Plays it through Casuro! 3-2, game on! Well, we've just brought the substitute onto the right-hand side. Move Russo to a simple attacking midfield position, and he's checked in and got himself a goal here. 3-2. And Santos Laguna trying to get their way back into this game. Rivas with a lovely ball forward. And that is a lovely strike. 3-2. Zano. Big Anderson. Plays through. Rivas. Russo. Pressing. Gets it forward. Segura! Ah, yes, lad! 3-3! And the young Spaniard has checked in here and finds himself a goal. Well done, son. Not very Spanish looking, unfortunately. But that's down to, you know, FIFA 19 being dog shit average for youth academy stuff. But there we go. Equalise. 3-3. Straight through the keeper's legs. Lovely finish. Oh, big tackle from Anderson. He gives that one away, though. It's going to come back in. Oh! Rivas. Anderson. Russo. Curo's kept running. Here is Curo. He's already got one. Takes the strike. Works the keeper. The keeper gets the ball away. We're in trouble here. Caught out at the back. Oh, crap. There's the whistle. Well, we come back and secure a point somehow. 3-3. 11 shots to 9. They outplayed us, but we come back and get the job done. Russo, man of the match, 8.7. Right, we're back here in Mexico. Jose Luna, 72-94. Valentin Prado, 74-94. And Eugenio Paz, 77-94. Their overalls are quite low, but I am going to bring them into the academy. We'll monitor their progress and see if they're worth signing. Well, Canada is really not bringing us back anything. We're still monitoring Donald Rogerson, but the rest of the port was absolute trash. And we are here in Scotland. Lewis Reed, we're still monitoring, 71-91. And Rob Watson, 65-89. I'm just going to hold them here in the academy. Right, so at the start of a new month, let's have a look at the academy. Jose Luna, 71-91. We'll see how he develops. Eugenio Paz, 74-94. A centre forward could be handy. Prado, 48 overall, very low overall, but 75-94 potential. And Barrios has dropped right away. I am going to release him. Right, so let's take a look at our squad before we finish things up here. Now, Paul Crabbe was already here. He's showing great potential, the Czech Republic keeper. 75 overall. He is up 3. How's his reaction? 69 up 2. So, could be a handy little acquisition here until we get a really big keeper to come through. We've got lads that will be leaving the club. That's fine. Let's have a look here. So Ainley doesn't have a potential. 66 up 2. Where's he growing? In physicals is okay. Yep, nice to see. So he'll be around for a little while. Rehak is not one of ours. He's transfer listed. Barty, 66. He's up 3, coming along. Big 6'4" unit, and we'll get him in the first team once he gets up to a decent rating. Let's have a look here. Pavlenka, 66, up 3. Looks okay. Just manoeuvring along. I'm putting a little bit of training into these lads just to get them up to a decent rating. Kirk Anderson, we don't know what his potential is yet, but 59, he's gone up 2. And what's he got going on there? 3-star, 3-star, of course. Strength growing. Nice to see. Glad it will be... Just going to let him expire, I think. He wasn't here. Russo, I didn't glitch him out, but just coming over to Mexico, that has given him the potential to be special. So that was nothing to do with glitching him out. He's just decided he's moved to Mexico and he thinks he is the special one. So he will start growing a lot more quickly in field. Technically, he is already absolutely in beast mode. We don't want him growing too quickly. We won't be able to afford him when we go to South America. What else have we got on here? Reyes at Segura, showing great potential, 65 up 4. Got that lovely little goal there. Acceleration is increasing. We'll just need to work on his finishing. I have put some training into him. Abed is not one of ours. Menosi is not one of ours. And that is it. So we've brought in a couple of players. This first part of the season is probably going to be a little bit slow and congested. Still waiting for an international job offer. But we'll get some players in, and I'll probably start playing with those youth players rather than the big players, because I just prefer playing with youth talent. I don't care about these real players. Right, so there's actually only 4 games left in this Clausura section of the league. If that's the regular season, does it go into finals? I'm not too sure. Maybe you can let me know. But at this stage, we're sitting 7th, 21 points we've picked up. Not a bad effort. As long as we're not down in this bottom, I'm happy as long as we're sitting inside that top 8 at this stage. We've got about a month left of games. And then we wrap up the season, we'll get fresh regens. That's what I'm really waiting for. Got about 3 million in the kitty at the moment, so we want to try and finish as high as we can so the board will give us some cash. Youth players coming through. Make sure you're getting those countries down below, and make sure you're letting me know, of course, when you got your first international job and what club you work with at that time. That'll really help me out with some of the stuff I'm working with EA behind the scenes. But that's the Journeyman for another week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase. And I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on at that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.